Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 12 of our Toronto Huskies franchise and we are on the road to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Not far from St. Paul, Minnesota, which is the capital of the state, which is their state capital. And we're at US Bank Stadium, the host of Super Bowl 52. So the Huskies are having high hopes to go 11-0 on the regular season, while the Minnesota Vikings, they're off to a good start this season, but they might be our Super Bowl opponent if they make the playoffs. So that's what I'm hoping. Huskies versus Vikings coming in to the Super Bowl. So last episode, we beat the Detroit Lions 64-7. I will have the link to that video in the description. Whatsoever, Ben Roethlisberger, 13 for 15, 224 passing yards, 4 touchdowns on the day for him. Congrats to Roethlisberger. Casey Hayward Jr., he had 5 tackles, 1 sack, 1 INT, and it was returned for a touchdown. He did have a forced fumble as well. So without further ado, I'll show you the uniforms, and we'll see you guys at kickoff. Alright, so the Minnesota Vikings are going to be wearing their 1996 to 2005 uniforms. They're throwbacks, and they have the Vikings logo on the end of the sleeves, which is pretty cool. And I really like these uniforms. I wish they would bring them back as a throwback, so the Vikings are going to be wearing those as their throwbacks in today's episode. And the Toronto Huskies are going to be wearing their white away jerseys with gray pants and gray socks with black and light blue shoes. So without further ado, we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Tonight, from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
So Thanksgiving of 2022 is on November 24th. So speaking of Thanksgiving, it's coming up along the lines 5 weeks from Thursday, October 21st. So it will be on November 25th.
Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings versus Ben Roethlisberger.
So if you're from the United States, it's in November. If you're Canadian, it's October. Alright, it is kickoff time here at Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is a special Thanksgiving Day episode. Even though it's October 19th at the time of this filming. But they said it was Thanksgiving Day, week 12. And the Vikings return. They get stopped at the 33-yard line. So this is going to be a first down and 10. Kirk Cousins steps onto the field for the first time for the Minnesota Vikings offense. And they're at the 33-yard line. So they're going to throw the pass. They're going to throw that one. That's incomplete. This is going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 33. So we're going to play some defense here. We're ranked number 1, actually, this season. So they're going to hand this off to Dalvin Cook, the Florida State product. And it looks like he only gained about 3 yards on that play. So that's not enough for a first down. So there comes a 3rd and 7 from the 36. The Vikings are going to pass this one, and they're going to throw that pass. It turns out to be incomplete. So this will result in a 4th and 7. Minnesota has to punt this away, and Golden Tate III is going to return this punt for the Toronto Huskies. So Toronto, they have whatever it takes. I mean, they're undefeated right now. And I think, I haven't checked the standings, but I'm pretty sure we're the only undefeated team left in the AFC. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 39. Ben Roethlisberger back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Antonio Brown, and he gets stopped there at the 43. So 1 for 1, 19 yards there for Antonio Brown, the former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger firing this one out deep to Antonio Brown. Catches it one-handed runs it to the end zone. That's a touchdown. That's a 43-yarder, and it's going to be 7-0 Toronto Huskies lead. All right, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings are ready to throw this pass. They're going to throw this one to Dalvin Cook, and he gets the first down at the 45-yard line. And we're going to blitz here on the defense. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. And Kirk Cousins, he's going to throw that one. That's incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now for the Minnesota Vikings. So they're at the 45. So they're going to hand this one off to Dalvin Cook. He gets stopped there at the 48-yard line. This will be a 3rd down and 7 from the 48. So there's 1:50 to go in the first quarter. And Kirk Cousins, he's going to fire that one out to Adam Thielen. He gets that first down. And it's at the 44-yard line. And we're going to use the 46 defense at the 44. 1st and 10. It looks like they're going to use the I form. They are going to use that I formation. And they're going to throw this one. It's intercepted to Devin McCoy. Actually, Darius Williams. And Darius Williams claims that INT. They're at the 45-yard line. Darius Williams with his 6th INT of the season. Minnesota whatsoever is going to get their first turnover of the game. Le'Veon Bell, he's going to run the ball, and he gets stopped there at the 24. So 1 rush and 21 yards. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. So we're going to use a PA comeback slide pass play at the 24-yard line. So Ben Roethlisberger, he's going to throw this one out to Rob Gronkowski. And does he get it into the end zone? The answer is a yes, sirree. So this is going to be his 15th touchdown reception on the season. And it's now going to be 14-0 Huskies. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, we claimed an interception. C.J. Mosley with his 5th one on the season. And we may as well film till the end of the first quarter anyways. So the Vikings now have 2 turnovers in this episode. We're going to hand this off to Le'Veon Bell. And he is still on his feet. He gets it in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. We have 1,000 offensive rushing yards this season. Congrats to us. So we're actually going to not use an I form. We're going to use the weak formation here. We're going to use the Z curl pass play on the 1st and 10 from the 19. We're going to throw this one to Antonio Brown. That's an incomplete pass. So we're actually going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to actually put in some Corey Davis for some slant spacing off 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger, he's going to back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Corey Davis. He gets stopped at the 3. All right, we're at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Mark Ingram's going to get this one into the end zone for a touchdown. This is going to be his 14th rushing touchdown on the season, and the Huskies are going to lead this one 21-0. All right, 1st and 10, now 21-0 here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Dalvin Cook runs the ball. He gets stopped at the 43-yard line. So this is going to be a 2nd and 5. 4-3 formation here for the defense. And they're only 5 yards away from getting another first down. So what are they going to do on this play? They're going to throw this one out to Adam Thielen. And that's going to be a 1st and 10. We're going to use a 4-3 formation here for the defense at the 33-yard line. And they're going to hand this off to Dalvin Cook. And there's apparently a flag. And it is a holding on the Vikings. And we're going to actually decline that penalty. We're actually going to decline it. So it's at the 34-yard line. So this is a 2nd and 11 now. I've explained this many times. And this might be the last time I'll explain it for a while. The reason why I usually decline on holding penalties, if they did not get a first down, I decline. But if they got a first down originally, I would accept So 3rd and 21. So if you decline the penalty, it becomes another down. And the faster you go for the defense, their team gets to go on offense once at it. And there is a fumble, so Damon Harrison Sr. made the sack. 4th and 29. Minnesota was lucky that they recovered there on time, but they lost quite a bit of yards off that fumble. And it's 4th and 29 from the 48-yard line. It goes out of bounds at the 8. So you know what this means. We're going to have to do a running play until we get a first down, because we don't want to throw and end up having the Vikings get a safety. So Mark Ingram's going to run the ball, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and he is just going to take this all the way. No one's even going to stop him there, and he is going to jump on into the end zone for a touchdown. His 15th rushing touchdown on the season, his 10th rush for more than 20 yards this year. So Mark Ingram, he's going to be really the one of the best running backs this season. So he has over 750 rushing yards this year, and we do get a 2-point conversion. All right, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Kirk Cousins, he's going to throw this one out, and that's going to be at the 33-yard line. So this is going to be a 2nd and 9 from the 33 here in U.S. Bank Stadium, the host of Super Bowl 52, where the Philadelphia Eagles beat the New England Patriots back in February of 2018. And there is an apparent timeout there, so this is going to result in a 3rd-down-and-9 from the 33. And there's 49 seconds to go. And I'm thinking they're probably going to do a passing play on this one, and they do. And this is going to be Minnesota's final timeout. Actually, yes. Well, second to last timeout. They do get a first down on that play. So 1st and 10. Vikings throw this one out to Dalvin Cook. They get a first down. All right, 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. 10 seconds to go. And they're going to fire this one out. And they take a timeout. But the question is, did the Vikings get a touchdown? I thought they did at first, but apparently it's a no. And they kick the field goal. It's good. I don't understand why you would kick a field goal when you're on 1st and goal. You shouldn't, because one, you have many chances to at least run the ball and hopefully get a touchdown on that one. So Golden Tate, he's going to return this one, and he is going to get stopped at the 33. It's a 29-3 lead here in Minneapolis. All right, this is the beginning of the second half here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. U.S. Bank Stadium. And we're ready to return this kickoff. We're going to return this one. And it looks like we do get stopped at the 41. And this is going to result in a 1st and 10. We're actually going to use Joe Flacco for the second half, actually. So we're going to put in some Joe Flacco into some action. We're going to use a PA slide pass play on 1st and 10 from the 41. Super Bowl 47 MVP Joe Flacco throwing this one out to Antonio Brown. It looks like he has almost 1,500 receiving yards. He's only 4 away from getting the big 1,500. So he's only at 1,495 right now. So if he gets a first down, then he's going to celebrate 500 yards receiving wise this season, and he does. So we're at the 8-yard line. He has accomplished that 1,500 receiving yards, and congrats to Antonio Brown, the former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver. He was also on the cover of Madden NFL 19. And we're going to step back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Zach Ertz. So he gets stopped at the 5. We're on 2nd-and-goal now at the 3. So we're going to step back to pass. And this apparently is going to be a touchdown for the Huskies. and it's now going to be 36-3 here at US Bank Stadium. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line here in Minneapolis. There is a flag. Dalvin Cook runs the ball, so there is a holding call. It's on Minnesota, and it is on Irv Smith Jr., the former I think, oh yeah, he played for the Vikings for the most part. So we're going to decline on this penalty. So it's going to be another down on 2nd and 10 from the 34 with only 2:08 to go in the third. It feels like they're going to throw a pass, and they do. It turns out to not be a completed pass. 9 for 16. They're 115 yards, and he's thrown only one INT. Well, 2 INTs today. So 3rd and 10 now for Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Kirk Cousins throwing this one out. Does the receiver get a first down? The answer is a yes. So 109 passing yards so far for him today. So 1st and 10 from the 44. 140 to go in the third. And they're going to hand this off to Dalvin Cook, and he gets stopped there at the 48. So this is going to be a 2nd and 6, a gain of 4 yards on that play. We're going to blitz here on the defense. They're at the 48-yard line, 2nd and 6. So they're going to hand this off to Dalvin Cook. He only gains about 1 yard on that play at least. And this is going to be a 3rd and 6 now from the 49. There's less than a minute to go in the third, and it apparently looks like that Dalvin Cook claims that reception. This will not be a first down for the Vikings, unfortunately. So he has 4 receptions today. So 4th and 2 from the 47. And the Vikings are going to punt this out. It goes out of bounds, and it's at the 34-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Huskies. And we're actually going to use a shotgun formation. We're actually going to use the PA double post pass play on 1st and 10 from the 34. So I'm thinking my receiver will be Godwin. I'm thinking that's who I'm going to pass it to. And I'm going to throw it as deep as I can. And we actually do get that first down. We're going to actually take a timeout here. And we're in the red zone. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're actually going to change it up. We're going to put in some T.Y. Hilton. We haven't really used him. We didn't use him in this episode so far right now. So we're just going to step back to pass. We're going to fire this one out. And that's an incomplete pass. 5 for 6, 100 yards total for Flacco today. So he's off to a real good start. And they're at the 16. Flacco steps back. Once at it again. That's another incomplete pass. So 5 for 7. And we're going to use the single back formation. We're going to put in some, T.Y. Hilton. And we're going to use a quick slant route here on 3rd and 10 from the 16. And we're actually going to throw this one out to T.Y. Hilton. Touchdown, Huskies. This is going to be his 2nd receiving touchdown on the season. So it's now going to be 43-3. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, there is a fumble on the play. The Huskies recover. Damon Harrison with now 2.5 tackles on the day. He has at least 1 sack. So he made that fumble recovery. Nice job that time by the Huskies defense. And we're going to put in T.Y. Hilton, the former Indianapolis Colts wide receiver. Minnesota now has 3 turnovers in this episode. And we're going to throw this one out to T.Y. Hilton. Gets stopped at the 5 for a gain of 20 on that play. So that's going to be a 1st and goal for the Huskies. And they're at the 5. There's 3:28 to go. And it looks like we're going to fire this one out. That's incomplete. 7 for 10, 145 yards. 2nd and goal from the 5. Flacco passing this one out to T.Y. Hilton. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. And that will be his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game and his 3rd one on the year. All right, so now 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. And Kirk Cousins, he's going to step back to pass. And he's going to throw this one out to Dalvin Cook. So he's going to run the ball for it. And he does get that first down. He does get a first down. So he only has 10 yards to go to make another first down happen. So this is a first down and 10 from the 47 with only 2:20 to go in the fourth. And we're going to wind up winning this game actually big time. So we're leading by 47 points. So passing offense, the Vikings are not bad at. They have 132 today. All right, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. The Vikings are ready to throw this pass out, and that's going to be at the 18-yard line. So the clock's winding out pretty fast here. 2nd and inches now. They're going to throw this one, and question is, do they get that touchdown? Yes, they do. Irv Smith, by the way, gets his first receiving touchdown of the game for the Vikings, and it's now going to be 50-10. All right, so now it is kickoff time here in Minneapolis. So 1:21 to go in the fourth, and Golden Tate is ready to return this one. He's going to take this all the way. No one's going to stop him. He has daylight ahead of him, and he jumps on into the end zone, does a front flip, gets his 2nd kickoff return for a touchdown this season, and it's going to be 57-10. We claim an interception at the 18-yard line. Casey Hayward, he claimed an interception last episode, and he returned that for a touchdown over the win over the Detroit Lions. So we're actually going to use the strong formation, fullback middle pass play on 1st and 10. We're at the 18-yard line, so we're going to throw this as deep as we can, and that's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. We're going to use a fullback middle pass play at the 18, so there's only 18 seconds to go. And he's going to fire this one out super deep. And Antonio Brown claims the touchdown for the Huskies. And this will conclude the episode. 82-yard passing touchdown. And we'll go over statistics in just a minute. All right, Kirk Cousins, 67.9 pass rating, 20 for 29, 254 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 INTs. Not a bad performance by him today, except the interceptions part. Joe Flacco, 151.4 pass rating, 9 for 13, 4 touchdowns on the day. Ben Roethlisberger, perfect pass rating, 2 touchdowns on the day. Mark Ingram, 2 carries, 95 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. And let's check out the receiving yardage. T.Y. Hilton had 2 touchdowns. Antonio Brown had 5 receptions, 195 yards, and an average of 39. So that's 2. Zach Ertz, Irv Smith, who scored the Vikings' only touchdown, and Rob Gronkowski all scored TDs in today's episode. Melvin Ingram III, Damon Harrison Sr., Devin McCourty all claimed a sack. Malcolm Jenkins and KJ Wright had 0.5 sacks. CJ Mosley, Darius Williams, and Casey Hayward all claimed interceptions. There were no defensive touchdowns today. But Damon Harrison Sr. did make a fumble recovery, and that resulted in a touchdown. Golden Tate had a kickoff return for a touchdown. That was later in this episode. That's in the 4th quarter. Returned it for 99 yards, and it was a touchdown. So that wraps it up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next episode. Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.